Hi, welcome to CIDC Nirman. I'm Jayashree Kurup. I'm editor CIDC Nirman, and I have with me a very interesting woman, Dhanashree Mandani. She's a very young entrepreneur. She has a successful career behind her at this age, and I'd like to talk about the startup journey here. Dhanashree, let's start with that.
Hi everyone, this is Dhanashree and thank you so much for having me. Happy International Women's Day to everyone watching this. I started out 2 years ago when I was still in college, and that's because the place I was in Urbana, Champaign, I saw a lot of tech driven and highly mechanized farming happening in Urbana, Champaign, and there was a lot of research around me on soybean, on corn. So I could always link that back to my upbringing in Jalna in Maharashtra. And I had heard stories from my grandfather about how farming practices in India were at his time, and then even uh, like in the last couple of years, what the farming practices in the agriculture landscape has been like. So that stark comparison between the highly tech driven and mechanized farming in the US versus the very traditional, outdated practices in our country, that inspired me to do something about this problem, and that goes in with the food security concerns that we have, how governments across the world are trying to achieve net zero sooner rather than later. So with all of these, there was a very dire need to shift and transform our agriculture ecosystem to something more digital, to something more tech driven. And that's how I came up with the idea of Salam Kisan, which is an end-to-end tech-driven farming platform that farmers can use right from pre-sowing to post-harvest. So we help them with crop calendar, we help them with precision services such as AI soil testing and drone as a service, and we offer marketplaces where farmers can get inputs as well as sell their outputs.
Okay,
So
and
this is why I had started.
wonderful. And you're present across Maharashtra.
Yeah, currently we're present in 22 districts of Maharashtra, expanding to all 35 as we speak.
Mhm.
And we have a farmer base of about 60,000 farmers that we are actively working with within the state.
Okay. Dhanashree, tell me about your association with CIDC. What are you planning to do with CIDC?
Right. So, like I said, one of the offerings that Salam Kisan has is drone as a service, right? So now with drone as a service, since drone is such a nascent industry in India, we help with capacity building as well as skilling and training. So under our Salam Kisan capacity building and skilling initiative, we've trained over 80 rural youth and women as drone pilots and technicians. So
Mhm.
we offer them a very 5 day hands-on training, which the company pays for, and then we
Mhm.
recruit them as drone pilots and technicians that can operate Salam Kisan drones for service for farmers. So under this initiative, we were also responsible for training the first female drone pilot. Or drone Didi, as you may call it, of Maharashtra, and second of India. We've also done a lot of training in tribal areas. So, because our presence right now was only in Maharashtra, we were thinking of ways to expand it to other states. And, especially in drones and drone as a service, how do we make this nascent industry blooming? How do we, scale it up? How do we get more people, transfer the benefits of our programs to more people? So that's where CIDC comes in. Now the training that we offer to these drone pilots is to these drone pilots as well as technicians. It's for small and medium drones. Now,
Mhm.
one of the drones in the small and medium category are agricultural drones. However, there are multiple other categories of drones that fit the small and medium category. So once we offer this training and provide this training, they can operate any drones that fit the under 25 kg mark.
Sure.
So what we're planning on doing with CIDC is expanding into these other states where CIDC has its centers and offering our training and hiring people through CIDC centers and giving them this DGCA approved pilot training. And a lot of focus, in fact, in these new states is going to be on women. Even right now within Maharashtra, our focus is to get 50% women in our workforce.
Okay. And what do they need any pre-existing skills before they become drone pilots?
No. No pre-existing skill is required. We prefer, for Salam Kisan purposes, we prefer to have people who have worked in agriculture or have the
Mhm.
basic understanding, know-how, knowledge of agriculture. But that's the only skill set, soft skill that we're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how receptive are they to flying drones, accepting the technologies, and do they also innovate once they learn the technologies?
Yeah, so we have over 80 people who we've trained through these programs who are actively working for us right now. We're looking at hiring 500 more within the state of Maharashtra. And now with CIDC, the potential goes even higher. As far as skilling is concerned, all the people who we trained 1 year ago are now in leadership positions within the company. So they're handling the entire, like one of the first pilots that I had trained. This was, I think, a year ago or like 13 months ago, and now he is the lead drone pilot who gives training to other pilots that we hire. Same happened with the tribal region drone pilot that we had hired. We had trained two people from these tribal regions of Chandrapur and
Mhm.
Gadchiroli as drone pilots and technicians. Now they're also offering hands-on training to the new people that we recruit.
Okay.
These people go on to become our spokespersons. They conduct meetings of like 500 farmers. Even Linta, for that matter, the first female drone pilot, is now in a very good leadership capacity, leading things for Salam Kisan on ground. So that is the power of transformation that you can bring about with just skilling them, and the right direction and leadership can really help these people excel at their jobs
Right. Do we have
and
enough?
create a job in the first place.
I'm
And
sorry.
create a job in the first place.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Uh, do we have enough drones in our country to be able to scale up to all the cities and states?
So right now, again, like I said, the drone industry is nascent. However, there's about 70 active startups
Mhm.
in the drone industry within the country that are actively making different types of drones. Now, agricultural drones is just one part.
Mhm.
When we speak about drone industry, agriculture drones are just one part of the product suite that drones can the different types of drones that can be
Mhm.
manufactured. There's multiple other types of drones like multi-spectrum drones, hyperspectrum drones. Then there's imaging and sensoring drones for construction industry. There's more for infrastructure. Even in healthcare there is a lot of potential of drone usage. And of course,
Mhm.
I don't even have to touch base on the drones in defense.
Yes, of
But
course.
now we're moving to drone manufacturing. Like the entire country is moving to drone manufacturing for these multiple other use cases.
Yes.
So there's about 70 startups, and I wouldn't say all of them are manufacturing startups,
Mhm.
but there's a couple of companies that have come up and are doing a great job with manufacturing in the last couple of years.
Okay, let me ask you a layman question. If this you are working in rural Maharashtra in the agricultural belt, you're working with people who are familiar with agriculture. So when you
Yeah,
teach them a technology, it is something that is layering their knowledge, right? Uh,
definitely.
if you used drone technologies, say like you said, there are drone technologies that can be used for infrastructure monitoring, that can be used in urban India, maybe for water pipelines, sewer pipelines, all kinds of usages, power lines, and so on.
Mhm.
Those drones be very different from what you are teaching these people? And if a drone operator that has been trained by you
Mhm.
wants to move into, say, a different sector, how
Mhm.
much? more training does he need, and will it be possible for them to manage?
Okay. So, like I said, with these different types of drones, see, drone categories are based on weight. It's not
Hmm.
based on what industry it's for.
Yeah.
When a pilot gets the training, it's for a particular type of weight. So there's
Okay.
small drones like micro and small drones. There's small and medium category, which is up to 25 kgs, and then
Hmm.
there's large category drones. So large
Okay.
category drones are usually used in defense.
Right.
There's not that much usage here. Now, the project monitoring drones,
Hmm.
apart from the agricultural drones, the
Yeah.
only other drone that I see really picking up in the next few years is going to be the logistic drones,
Hmm.
and then it's going to be the imagery drones, which are all
Right.
going to be used for feasibility report creation of,
Right.
monitoring feasibility reports. So these drones are smaller drones. They're
Okay.
anywhere between 2 kg drones, 5 kg drones, 7 kg drones. So there's not much training required from a regulatory perspective. But
Hmm.
of course, anytime, even when we are shifting from, say, a manual vehicle to an auto vehicle,
Yeah.
there's some hands-on training that we're going to need, like, in a couple of days you're going to learn how to do it and you're going to get better at it.
Hmm.
So as far as shifting from agricultural drones to other drones, the skilling
Hmm.
that we're providing, the basic, like, they've graduated from that drone school.
Okay.
They've, that's okay, that's done, they have the
Yeah.
certification. So from a regulatory perspective, they're good to go.
Okay.
But from an actually on ground perspective, they would probably require 5 to 10 days of getting used to whatever new drone they're shifting to.
Hmm.
Even within agricultural drones, when you shift from one manufacturer's drone to the other manufacturer, we have to give them that hands on training again.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
And the output of the drones, how does it come, and how is it managed? Do you have any plans for forward and backward integration?
Okay. So, as far as the output of our agricultural drones are concerned,
Hmm.
we've actively operated 80 drones on ground, and we've
Hmm.
covered over 40,000 acres of spraying.
Hmm.
Right now, we're only using these drones for agricultural spraying.
Hmm.
Now, as far as integrations are concerned, I focused a lot on the drone industry being nascent in the country,
Hmm.
and it's going to add 100,000 jobs in the near future. And by 2030, the GDP from drones, it's the entire industry's potential is up to $30 billion.
Okay.
So we're looking at a lot of potential for growth,
Hmm.
and looking at all of that, and looking at Sanam Kisan's drone as a service bit.
Hmm.
Myself as a founder, I decided to start a subsidiary company
Hmm.
that would manufacture drones. So that is
Okay.
called Prime Aerospace. Our
Hmm.
agricultural drone prototype is ready. It has gone for approval. It's under process.
Hmm.
And once it's, once we get our certifications, and once we get the regulatory bit out of the way,
Hmm.
these are the drones that we would be using to expand into other states. And these are the drones we would be using to even penetrate within Maharashtra.
Okay. Okay. All the best to you. More power to people like you. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thank
And a
you.
very happy Women's Day. I'm glad I spoke to you today.
Same here. Same here.
Thank you. Bye
Thanks.
bye.